So, today let's talk about getting to the end of work with somebody and explaining to them why more work would be appropriate. This is kind of an important question. When I do work on a client, I don't particularly want to see them again really quickly or really often, for that matter. A 5 series is repeatable, and I would suggest if somebody really gets excited about their 5 series, we'd wait about 6 months. But in general, when I'm finishing up a series, I would say to people, there are 3 good reasons to get more work. The first one is emergency. In other words, if immediately on finishing a session, you sprained an ankle, stretched it for a day or even a little less and thought, I'm not breathing this out, I'm not stretching this out, that might be a day to come and see me. So whether you had a fall, landed on a hip, and it's been tight in the quadratus since then, that would be one example. Whether you sprained the ankle, whether you slept funny and just can't get that kink out of your shoulder, those are reasons that you might come back for the emergency. That could be tomorrow. That could be 2 days from a session that theoretically ended everything. The second reason to get more work would be what I call maintenance. One of my clients, actually is now my financial planner, used to drive to see his clients all around the southwest part of our state. So he was in his car a lot. And one day he said to me, I have realized I need to see you every 6,000 miles if I'm going to continue driving this way. Now, happily for him, he no longer drives that much, so I don't have to see him that much. But that was a self-maintaining regimen. I have a client who would like to see me every week, and I try to convince her that's a little bit too much work. On the other hand, I get it that she is in a very stressful position as the social worker in a large nursing home during COVID times, and for a point in time she was doing the job of 3 people. If she needs to come and see me once a week during those highly stressful times to just keep her at square one, I can do that. I prefer not to. I prefer people to figure out how to take care of themselves, but I can do that. So the second piece being the maintenance. Like the first piece, one of the things I say to people is trust your own instincts. Do your work first. See if you can stretch. See if you can breathe. See if you can let yourself move through this problem before you contact me. So each of those 2 still is qualified with listen to your body and see what you can do. The third piece, what I call there's something deeper. Yes, of course, there's something deeper. There's always something deeper. I have not been facetious when I say to clients and students who ask, when is this work complete? My answer is when you ascend. No one has yet ascended off of my table, and I have not yet ascended. So none of us are complete with our work yet. So everybody's got another trauma hidden in there, and another layer down below, and another layer down below. So all of these layers are definitely there. When we have done a 5 series, we've probably talked to some deep and interesting layers, but chances are there are more layers there. Now personally, I would like people to take some time before they go back and look for the next layer, because this reminds me of my teacher Stacy's image years ago about getting this kind of work is like cooking jelly. You boil the grapes and you boil the grapes, and then you skim the scum off the top and throw it away. And then you boil the grapes and stir and skim the scum off the top. I like that image because it's somewhat like that's what we're doing. We're trying to get in there and skim off some of the trauma that someone is ready to let go of. Once in a while, you need to turn down the heat and let that jelly cook a little bit milder than what we have been doing. And so if somebody comes back in a week and says, oh, that was so good, I want to do it all over again right now, I'll say, let's think about this. Why don't you take at least a month before we go back and try to open what one could call another can of worms? So my 3 big reasons: emergency, maintenance, something deeper, all entail listen to your body. And you will know. You will know when you're saying, I'm stuck in this piece, I'm stuck in this piece, and I need help. That's when it's time. And you've noticed that in each of those three, I've been trying to get that client to be the authority. This is a big piece of what we're trying to do, get our clients to be the authority. And so we really do, I really do, and I hope that you really will also run from that comment that you will get from some clients, some patrons. When do you want to see me again, doc? That irritates me a lot. I'm not a doc. I don't want to be a doc. I want to be a body worker, and I don't want to be your authority. I want my client to be their own authority, and I want to be their resource without being their crutch. So anything that we are trying to get through to somebody about when they come back to see us, all is predicated on you figure it out for yourself. You stretch, you play, you work, and when you're stuck and you can't move, it's time to see us again.